What's up, y'all? Listen, today was the day. Today was a day. Couple minutes behind because I was still processing and trying to formulate what tonight is intentionally going to be, which again, it's going to be what it already is, but I had to take some moments today. I'm going to see who comes through and trickle in. I really hope some of the vibe tribe comes through tonight so that y'all could get this message, so that y'all could get this word, because it's been a day. It's been words, not even just a word. It's been some words. Spirit really had me, when we say spirit had me going through it, it's always we. You know what I'm saying? Like we, like when we say like we are part of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like it is the collective spirit. It's God, it's our ancestors, it's our Orisha, it's our guides, it's us, it's each other. It's the collective consciousness, and we going through it today. So I hope that I can formulate the words. I hope that, it comes through. The readings will be what they are because the theme is what it is and inspired by just the energy of today and things that came through, but that I was just processing and just now in the shower, which is, also part of why I was a few minutes late, because I was just like in it, and a bunch of other things. There's so many things that happened today. The Gut 123, welcome. Thank you for joining the live. Milo, thank you for joining. T, thank you for joining. I have so much from this day, and I was just trying to. I didn't even know if I was gonna share, and that's why when we were messaging earlier, I didn't, you know what I mean. We were just in what we were in, but what I am gonna share and what's inspiring the readings tonight, it's just a combination of so much of what came through today, and I'm gonna do a post on it, an actual video on it, but I'm gonna try to formulate it in real time as I'm processing what's anyway. It's so much, so I'm trying to make it as succinct as possible and just focus on how the readings are gonna go and what's inspiring the readings. So I was just saying that I hope that some of y'all come through so that I can engage with my peeps through this and not just randomly speaking to TikTok or randos. So thank you, T, for being here. Thank you. And whoever else comes through, we'll get it. I will post it as well on YouTube as always. Last night's live is posted as well. I try to get on that. I actually posted some highlight reels today from last night's live because there was some moments. I definitely had to share that, and I definitely wanted, collectively for those to get the message in regards to just giving yourself permission to shine, and really know who you are, because that's the step, that's the goal, and it's part of, again, what I'm going to share and tapping into tonight's readings. But it's a thing. Patty, welcome. Thank you for joining. Malik Areen, thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm trying to figure out if I should just go into it, if I should wait a bit to see if anybody else in the Vibe Tribe comes through, or I'll just tell them to watch back on the YouTube afterwards, or I'll just reiterate as they come in. Girl. Luna, welcome. Okay, so the main revelation, what came through today, Cornbread, welcome, thank you for joining, amongst other things. But again, what I'm going to be focusing on, that's tapping into the readings. Loving on me, welcome. I love that. Thank you for joining. So I was in my feelings today. I was in we're divine beings pretending to be human, right? So I was human for some moments today. I was human sometimes today. And in those human moments, I was conversating with self, with source. Again, it's always the we, it's the collective we, right? There's no separation between us and spirit and God and the creator, Oludumare. And I was feeling this heaviness in regards to some things that are not happening, right? Even though everything that I say is it's happening and all of the things, right? When I'm in that, which I'm on the high vibes more often than not. But then again, you have those human moments, especially when a bill comes in and you're not sure if you're gonna, and then the this and then that, and then things start to, right? And I'm in this, and I was kind of feeling this kind of heaviness for most of the day. Like it started, woke up with it, felt it throughout the day. And then a few other revelations were coming through that was kind of helping it dissipate. And then I received like this question of, or the alignment. Spirit was telling me, like, do you realize what you've done and what you continue to do? Do you genuinely acknowledge what you have done and what you do? It is done. So I was in this thing, and again, talking about the timing and the this, and how am I so high vibes, but then yet I'm still dealing with and all of the things, right? And that's just what I received. Like, do you know? And this is part of last night of tapping into understanding our shine. And if we really fully know who we are and what we're capable of and what we're doing and what we have accomplished, like, why would it change now? Like, why would we question anything now? And why would we assume anything opposite than it's already done, that it's done, like it's done, like even though we don't see it the way that we expect to see it now flow. And then even in that, part of the thing that added and that Spirit gave me on top of it with the tangible is that I planted some new seeds on Saturday. And again, things sprout, in a few days or whatever the case is. But you always tap into the fact that you plant the seed. And again, as a gardener, you guys know that I liken everything to gardening. Gardening is life. It's just real. All of my analogies and stuff have been about gardens. It's going to be about gardens for the rest because it's just that fucking tangible, right? You plant this seed and the roots grow under the soil. So you don't actually see the growth happening, but you have to believe that it's happening. That's part of the faith. But the fact of the matter is, though, that it is from one day to the next that you're going to see the sprout. So even though all of the days are passing and the growth is happening under the soil, literally from one day to the next, that shit could just be physically tangible. That it's not just about the faith anymore, that, oh, it's happening. It happened. Then all of a sudden it happened. It is done. And what you've done and what you continue to do is the planting of the seeds and the watering and making sure that it has the sun and all of those things, and the days that things are happening that you don't see anything happening. And then all of a sudden, because I watered yesterday and then the rain came last night that I was hoping for, and everywhere that I watered in terms of the new seeds that I planted, there was nothing coming up yet, but I planted on Saturday. And then 24 hours later, or who knows, if I had checked early, whatever it was, I checked, I watered last night and there were no sprouts. And then I went to check on what the rain did, and there's sprouts. Like 3 rows of the collards that I planted on Saturday, that yesterday there was nothing coming out of the soil, and today all 3 rows sprouted. And I'm like, that's the stuff, that's the message of the it is done, and that it can happen that quick. So be easy, like, yo, don't trip, Sabrina, don't trip. Like, we just literally can't be tripping out here when we feel like things are not happening fast enough, or when, or whatever the case is, because just like that, and it's done. So tonight we are tapping into it is done. So whatever it is that you think that you're waiting for, that's delayed, or it's not happening, or why isn't it happening? I'm staying so high vibrational. How is it not reflecting in all of the things that you say to do, and I'm doing it, and then I'm still dealing with this? It's happening, and then all of a sudden it's just going to be. So tonight, those things that you're waiting for, it's already done. And you just have to decide that you're going to have the patience and the gratitude and the faith, and then it's just going to show itself. Okay. So I hope that was coherent, because, oh my God, Delisa, welcome. Just saying, hey, mwah, I see you. I appreciate you. And yay, you love that so much. Okay. You got the message. Good. I was so hoping that some of y'all, T's here too. So I was hoping that some of y'all would be here to just receive it. And then I can, also feed off your energy in that sense. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful.
Thank you for being here right on time to receive it. And we're going to tap in to the readings, to what is done for you, what is done for you, and also the things to help us, like, not trip because I was tripping today. You know what I'm saying? Pretending to be human and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was in a little human vibe today. It wasn't cute, but I was like, worrying about, these bills and the this and the that and the shit that don't even fucking make no damn sense and ain't even real. But yet we're in this 3D, so we're in the construct, and and then it seeps in. You know what I mean? It seeps in. Adonis, welcome. Jira, Gera, welcome. Lucky Auto Car, welcome. Airplane, welcome. Awotunde, hello to you. Welcome, welcome. Aburoboye, Boshishe, Hashe. So, if you want to tap in to get some more insight on the all that is done, it's already done, guys. It's done. Like, it's the doubt that delays the done. It's the doubt that delays the done. Because it's already done. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just can't experience it in form and experience because of those moments of the doubt and the worry and the fear and the second guessing and this linear time concept. And it's also an entitlement that we have to the now. You know what I'm saying? But yet we don't stay in the now. Because that's the thing. That is so poignant. Like, we are so about the we want it now, yet we do not stay in the now. We do not stay present enough in the now to actually receive the now that we are impatient about. Think about it. If we just stay in the now, if we are present and stay in that play, in the fray energy and high vibrational and just focus on the moment, everything that is meant will collapse. The time will collapse and meet us where we are because it's already done. But we're stuck in the past and we're worrying about the future that takes us out of the now, yet we have this entitlement that we want it now. We wouldn't even catch it if we could. We couldn't even get it if it did just happen now because we're not even there to receive it. We're in the past or we're worrying about the future. So that is a lesson in itself, to stay in the now if we are so entitled to the now. If we want it now, be in the now so that we can actually receive it when it comes. So that's a word. That's a word, because I was so not in the now in those moments that I was pretending to be human and letting this doubt delay the done. Don't let the doubt delay the done, because it's done. It's done. It's done. So, check mark emoji for your reading, because it's done. It's done. It's done. Denise, welcome. Candy, welcome. Reggie, welcome. Abdul Wale, welcome. Oops, I sent an invitation by accident. Please don't accept that. Ugh, I don't know how I always do that when I'm just scanning. Okay, thank you. All right, T, I see you. Let's get you on. Let's get you your reading. We will thank you for the follow, Alua Bode. Thank you. Check mark. It is done. Okay, like, y'all, like, we gotta stop tripping. Like, for real. Guys, don't worry about Cash App and all the things. Blah blah blah. Don't worry about it. Just tap in if you want a reading tonight, okay? Because this is serious. All right. I'm not worried about nothing. Okay. Message received, lesson learned. I'm not worried about nothing. So don't even worry about nothing right now. If you want your reading, you give me a check mark. That's all I need right now. That's all we need right now. Ashe? Okay. Of course, I appreciate the love. Of course, if you got it, you got it. If you know what I'm saying? And God, I appreciate it. I won't say no. But I'm just saying, don't let that be the thing that's going to make you not, like, get the word that you need right now. And I'm the vessel right now. So, let we do what we do. Because it's a we thing. It's always a we thing. Okay? I love you too, Delisa. I love you too. We love us. Ashe. Come on. I don't even. Delisa, how much time you got? Because I know you said you were popping in. So if you want a reading, I want to make sure that I get it to you before you go, because then I could go into the individual readings before I go into the collective. But I want to make sure. So let me know, because I see you and you are on the list. Let me know how much time you got, how long you gonna be here, because there's a lot, and I'm again trying to formulate so many downloads. Like I'm putting their notes in my phone and just stack like, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this, Spirit? Do you want me to just like put the camera, press record, and just channel and then edit afterwards? Am I supposed, like, how do you want me to do this? Because it's so much. But I'm gonna get it out. DeShannon, it's been forever. How are you? Welcome. How you doing? And y'all, we taking this off the TikTok. Okay, I'm bringing back something so that we can engage off this, so that we can engage, and it's not just you hearing and seeing me. I miss y'all faces and y'all voices and y'all energy for real. So Spirit put something, presented me with some things, presented us, but again, just a vessel, just receiving it and creating the platform as a community curator. I know that's what I'm supposed to be doing, and this is a whole new different thing that Spirit gave me. So okay, cool. In the car but not driving. Word. Almost home. Got you. Cool. So let's go. Okay. So there's gonna be a thing. We're gonna gather again, and I'm going to announce it on Thursday. Nope, I'm going to announce it tomorrow during the live. I'm going to share what it is tomorrow. Tomorrow at 2, John and I are going to go live doing our balanced energy evaluations. So I didn't want to mention what I'm doing before that live. John and I are going to go live doing our balanced energy evaluations. So I didn't want to mention what I'm doing before that live. Give everything its, undivided, my, focus in terms of the channeling and stuff like that, and not dividing, myself too much. So after the live tomorrow, I will do my live at 10. And during that live, I will share the intention, because I like to share it with y'all first, live in the moment. And then Thursday, I will be emailing it to the email list and then posting it. And then you'll get the heads up tomorrow night of what's happening and when. Okay? So come back tomorrow at 10. Okay? And you'll be the first to know. And then you'll be hopefully the first in the space when it's time. Reese, welcome. Brenda, welcome. Okay, so let's say prayer, because oh my goodness, I'm so grateful. I got snatched up, because this thing was like sitting on me and I was so annoyed with myself. But then at the same time, I'm like, dude, feel it to heal it. It is what it is, and life be life and shit. But then it's like, but you know that you're still kind of dealing with this because you let this happen still sometimes. And you have to you have to really, really not let this happen, because then it kind of takes you, a little step back, you know what I mean? And then you could be right there, and then you freaking took yourself a little step back. But it's okay. Monkey Girl, welcome. Me the Great, welcome. Thank you for joining. Let us pray. And let us give thanks to the Creator, to the breath of life, Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities of all traditions and light and love that serve humanity for the highest good of all. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance. Thank you for clear and concise messages, and thank you for overseeing this act of divination and light and love. As I tap into the energies of the individuals and the collective in this space this night, tapping into the it is done, for us to stop delaying what it is that is already ours, that is meant for us, that cannot miss us because it is meant. What is meant cannot miss us. Thank you for giving us the patience and the gratitude and the faith that is required for us in this 3D, in this dimension, in all dimensions. Thank you for helping us collapse the time by staying high vibrational, by staying in the idea and the alignment that timing is divine and not linear, and that, again, what is for us is already done. And thank you for giving us the guidance, and thank you for using me. Thank you for choosing me to deliver these messages. Thank you for the humility that I am granted every time I pretend to be human and forget who I am
and you always bring me back. You always bring me back. Thank you for allowing me to be brought back and to assist in all those in this space to be brought back to self, to source, and to everything that is theirs and now. Ashe. Ashe, ashe. Thank you. American Negro, welcome. Ave, welcome. I do teach. Ave, welcome. I do teach. I do. And we all learn. Ashe, me the great. But if there's anything specific you need, or details on my services and such, please do not hesitate and touch base with me. Atlanta African Dance, welcome. Thank you for joining. Please follow me. I'm in Atlanta. I would love to know everything that you do so we can support each other. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Atlantis Connection. Ashe. All right. Collective coherence, because I want with us in the space right now to receive this any confirmation to what I just shared in terms of the it is done, and us to not allow doubt to delay the done, right? So let's tap in fairly quickly. Sorry, confirmation. Atlanta, right? Noisy. I'm like also in a really hot area, as y'all saw from watching the festival literally on my lawn. It was cool though. You're a teacher and a book writer. Awesome. Likewise, teacher and a book writer. We're going to be tapping into my book right after the reading, right after the card reading for the collective message. Ashe. Thank you for sharing the live, me the great. I appreciate that very much. All right. Collective coherence on the it is done. Because guys, it's already done. We literally have to decide. Like, we just have to decide and then remove the doubt. Okay, I know easier said than done, but easier done than said. How about we start saying that instead? Part of the decision, right? Part of us just saying like, this is what it is, because that's kind of literally, it's literally what it is us saying what it is. So yeah, I would love to read a card for you. Give me a check mark emoji in the comments. Check mark emoji in the comments, and I will put you on the list. I've got 2 people on the list so far before you. But if you would like a reading, tapping into it is done, give me a check mark emoji in the comments. I just do a max of 7 readings per night. I am done at 11:11, so it's always 10 to 11:11. So get on the list, get your shot, get your chance. Well, I got the collective coherence. I see you, meet great. I got you one. Y'all, it is done. Collective coherence. The Justice card. Number 11, tapping into the magic of the master number 11, that taps into the ancestral realm, that taps into the energy of I and I, that taps into the collective, the communion, the partnership. Justice is about justice being served. It is so indicative of it is done, the balance and things being restored, and don't worry about it, and don't get too caught up in the details of things, in the how of things, because if you are aligned in the now, in the gratitude and the faith and the patience, then does it matter how? Does it matter what your version is or definition of now is versus spirit? This is, it is done. This is, don't worry about it. This is, don't trip. This is confirming everything that I shared on the onset in regards to this download, and where the doubt delays the done. And we cannot allow the doubt to delay the done, because that is all it is. If we say that we decide and we decree and we declare, then we have to eliminate the doubt, because that doubt not just eliminates the done and the it is done gets delayed, but it actually cancels out the decision and the decree and the declaration, because then we've completely offset and basically are saying that we don't believe what it is that we just decided, decreed, and declared. Now, again, we say easier said than done. We got to start switching that up too. Easier done than said. Just do it. Ma'at energy. Chaos restored, balance restored, harmony restored, things making sense. In the moments of doubt, in those pretending to be human moments, right? When we start to doubt and we're worried and the bill comes in and we're all inundated with the matrix and the bullshit, it's where we're kind of locked in to that human emotion, those human emotions. And we have to have compassion with ourselves and, give ourselves that grace in that moment. And it's not about the fact that we can't feel, because we have to feel it to heal it. It's really just about snapping out of it as soon as possible so that we're not bringing ourselves in a downward spiral, and that we can quickly get back to zero, get back to baseline, get back to the balance, and find the energy going upward, spiraling it upward, so that we can remember what vibration we need to be in to not feel these human emotions in regards to the things that are going to create the doubt and the delay to the it is done. Because it's done regardless. It's really just about how quickly we want to experience it in form and experience. Okay? How good do you want it? People say, how bad do you want it? I ain't never say nothing. I don't want nothing bad. Shit happens. It is what it is. But if I'm going to use my words and spell the way that our words are spells, how good do you want it? You know the answer. Ashe? That's for us. So that we can remember. So that we can stay in the upward spiral. It is done. It is done. Okay. T, Delisa, and then me to great. That's who I got on the list. Let's tap in. Sorry, the book first. The book first. You're third on the list, sir. I told you. We've got 2 people above you, so I will let you know when it's your turn. Patience. That's what we're talking about, right? All right, let's tap into a cosmic concept from my book. Sacred Soul Simplified is available on all platforms where books are sold, including Amazon, for $11.11. So check it out. Tap in. All right. Call you bro, not sir. You got it, bro. You got it, bro. Ashe. Okay. Cosmic concept number 24. Release to increase. Perfect alignment. Because we gotta listen. I release all that hinders my increase. Talk about confirmation. Talking about like releasing the doubt and all of the things that are delaying so that we can get the it is done. Declaration. I release all that hinders my increase. Many of us are conditioned to hold on to things due to a collective scarcity mentality taught by society and sometimes by our parents. This passed down mindset often results from us not having enough or due to experiences of loss. Many of us also fear change and letting go of what is familiar, even if the familiar doesn't feel good. We avoid starting over and stepping outside our uncomfortable comfort zones due to uncertainty. These patterns not only expose us to low vibrations, but they risk us attracting more of the same. We stay in depleting dynamics, especially when denial and cognitive dissonance prevent us from seeing when someone is a detriment to our destiny. We should welcome the disappointments that can assist in releasing any illusions we may have, which can lead us to a more profound sense of clarity about our relationships. If we have a clear vision of who we are and where we want to be, we must begin to put our ideas and ideals into tangible practice. Timing is divine, but the future is now, so heed the urge to purge. We must pluck weeds before we plant seeds for our harvest to be healthy, and it is no different as we plant seeds for our life purpose. So much can grow when we make room to bloom, but we often choose people who bury our bounty, which hinders our heights. Despite the knowledge that there can only be rebirth after death, we often want to avoid the mourning required for our manifestation, our heights. Despite the knowledge that there can only be rebirth after death, We often want to avoid the mourning required for our manifestation. Only upon liberating ourselves from the frequency of lack can we expect Only upon liberating ourselves from the frequency of lack can we accept what we need to release to ensure our increase. That part. Accept what we need to release to ensure our increase. That part, guys. Like major confirmation increase. There is so much stuff in our mind that is not us. It's not ours. In our heart that is not us, that is not ours, that we need to release. And that is the stuff that is delaying the it is done. Soul inquiry. Who are you holding on to that you have outgrown? Soul work. Write a list of whatever you feel is not in alignment with your future self and start implementing the necessary changes today. Chakra activation, solar plexus, Manipura, Ram, I do, the color yellow, 528 hertz, and the crystal citrine, which brings in our infinite abundance. Solar plexus is about our will and making sure that you are truly choosing, and it's not stuff that is just like permeating and causing you to focus on what it is that you're not supposed to be focused on. It's all right here. And when we think about what is not in alignment with your future self, that's literally what it's about. What do you see for yourself? The version and the vision. What version, what vision do you see for yourself? And do the thoughts that you have align with that version and vision? Do the feelings that you have right now align with that version and that vision? That's the stuff that we have to think about, because even when we're receiving stuff, and especially with the mandate of the matrix and the fear mongering and the worry and the hate and all of the stuff that they want us to believe that lowers our vibration, even if it's true, the news, whatever, right? The news is facts, right? Whatever. If it's true, is that what we want? That's what we have to start asking ourselves. Even if we receive something in the mind that we receive as a download or whatever the case is, we still have to ask ourselves, confirmation, we still need to ask ourselves, is that what I want to experience? Do I want this to be true? And if the answer is no, then switch that shit up. Then use your will, use your solar plexus, use your power, your sovereignty, your authority, and say, I'm gonna switch it up. Like, no, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. So that sometimes spirit is also giving us these challenges and these tests to drop something in our mind that we can receive as a download. But if it doesn't feel good, we can say, well, hold on, spirit, I don't like that version. If we're co-curating and co-creating this thing, then I'm not just going to receive what I'm getting right now and take it as law and take it as word. I'm going to see and feel, and we are going to navigate this thing together and come up with a little bit of a better solution, because I'm not feeling this one. This one doesn't feel too good. We get to do that. Because that's literally the spark of creation that we are as a manifestation of the creator. So choices, right? Choices. True talk. Thank you, Meet a Great. Royal Alchemist, what's up, sis? Welcome. Samuel, welcome. Corbin, welcome. Healing Books, thank you to share your books here in your country. Thank you. I would love that. We should do a trade if you're a writer as well. Awesome. John, welcome. If you're still here. Sorry I missed you for your shout out. What's up? Release, indeed, Meet a Great. Awesome. Greetings, sis. How are you? How you doing? And thank you for your donation yesterday. You were super generous. I saw that. I so appreciate you, honey. Thank you. All right. Cool. We'll touch base. Meet a Great. Awesome. I saw one of your comments in regards to what my religion is got blocked out or whatever. I don't align with religion per se. I do practice Ifa. I practice Hinduism. I practice Buddhism. I practice Taoism, a little bit of everything, and spirituality. And I practice me. I practice self and source and grounding and earth and nature nurtures. That's what I practice. I would love to come to Nigeria. I can't wait to come to Nigeria. I think I got to get to Yoruba land. Ashe. Give thanks. Okay. It is done. That was the message. Ultimately, our doubts delay the it is done. We need to clear that. We got the release to increase confirmation. We got the justice card for a collective coherence, balancing things out. And the sword energy in the justice card is something to also be mindful of our mind, to mind our mind, because a lot of the things, like I said, that come through, we just kind of assume that, especially as healers and channelers, we take everything like as this is what it is. We can't do that. We're being very irresponsible as channelers to just receive something and then say and spread it and this is what it is. Like it's something that, why, again, even me saying I don't know if I should say it, how I should say it, and all of the stuff that I'm taking notes on right now, I'm like taking my time in terms of how I express it, when I express it. I want to make sure that I sit with it for a bit first and how it feels to me and how I can implement it before I just put it out there. And again, if it doesn't feel good to me, I'm not sharing that shit. I'm just not, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to transmute it so that I can get through what is going to be more high vibrational. So that's something that I'm learning as a mystic healer, channeler, whatever you want to call it, that I can't just say that I received this download and this is what it is. It's irresponsible, because the mind, we're still very shifty with a lot of the stuff, and we're also interpreting things based on a lot of the conditionings that we have and a lot of our own fears and a lot of our own doubts and all of the stuff that, again, as we're here pretending to be human in this divine experience, is muddled up in a lot of the things that we receive. So we have to take stock, before we speak. So that's something that I'm definitely learning. And I think it's important for us to be mindful, very, very mindful of. It is done. Indeed, indeed. So all of that to say, whoever is not on the list thus far but would like to get an it is done reading, then give me a check mark in the comments, because check, it is done. You can feel the energy. Meet a great. Awesome. Release the doubt. Indeed, sis, we got to release the doubt. That is what is delaying the it is done. All right, T, let's tap in for you. You're so welcome. Indeed. I got you, Meet a Great. You're on. I saw your check mark earlier. So give me a check mark in the comments if you would like to tap in to the it is done, because this is going to be, I'm asking spirit, and it's, their choice, and your ancestors, their choice. Despite being a medium and having mediumship abilities, I never invoke or command or bring down or anything like that. They choose to come through if they choose to come through, period. But I am requesting, I'm putting the petition and the invitation ultimately out there on behalf of all of us to receive the information that we need to help us know what to fall back on when we have those moments of doubt, because they're going to come. Until we're completely clear of this freaking mandate of the Matrix, it's going to come. So it's when it comes. It's not about, oh, I don't want that. Be easy with yourself. Have grace. But we just need something tangible. I'm asking for something that I can give and can be channeled to each of you that you can fall back on to help you come out of it, out of the doubt a little bit faster. Okay? And my mommy's here. Hi, Mama. How are you? I love you. Everybody say hi to my mommy. Anahi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Tonight, Mama, we're tapping into the it is done. Everything that we are manifesting, it is already done. And we just have to make sure to remove the doubt that is actually causing the delays. Because we all have those moments when a bill comes in, when something's this or whatever the case is, and there's a little thing at the, in the stomach that kind of makes us... And then it creates the doubt. And once we're in that vibration, we come out of the now, we come out of the faith and gratitude and patience, and the timing is divine, and the it is done. Because of how slow 3D is, it's already done. It's just catching up. And we say things take their sweet ass time. It's taking its bittersweet ass time. And it is what it is, because timing is divine. So it is done. All right. And T is up. Let's tap in for T. Let's get your message. Give thanks, Spirit. Tapping in for T. And it is done. Mm-mm-mm. Sis. Turquoise, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sis. So T and I were texting, messaging literally like maybe an hour before the live. And she was updating me on something that came through in regards to a reading, something that came through, came true, right? Confirmation. And this is where I always have this, like, not to say hesitation, but when I'm, learn, when I get to know you guys on a friend level and not just like random on TikTok and whatever, and we've developed like a connection and I know more, I hesitate sometimes to just give the reading, because then I'm like, oh, am I saying something that, I shouldn't be? Or is it like, the you know what I'm saying? But you also know that we're in a public forum and that it is what it is in the reading. And I know you guys kind of trust that I'm not going to say something that you wouldn't want me to say, but at the same time, it is what it is, right? All of that to say, confirmation, sis, 7 of Swords. So everything that has come through and everything that you just confirmed and that you said, you warned me, but here it literally happened the day later, right? Confirmation. And it really is just for you to, first of all, not doubt your intuition, like, and not doubt your protection and your favor, just like I said, right? No matter what happens, you're protected, because people can't hide from you for long. The truth comes out. You're guided, you're protected, you're guarded. They're not going to allow the wool to be pulled over your eyes, for things to be stolen, taken from you, whether it's things, whether it's your energy, whether it's your time, whether it's, you know what I mean? You're processing on a very emotional level through this, because it is betrayal. It is the stolen aspect of it, is just like you were talking about the mourning. What you're feeling in regards to it feeling like you're mourning, that's something that feels like it's something was stolen, something was taken from you, because something was what it was and it is no more. And it's through no fault of your own, and people are people, and people be people in. And the blessing is that you are always going to be shown, and it is going to be revealed. And now it's just about the action steps in order to remove yourself from that experience, from that environment, from that dynamic, because it is 100%. Like, it was already confirmed, right? And then now on top of it, tapping into this, it is done. So the it is done for you, just so that you know what we were just talking about manifesting, in terms of the sacred space, in terms of sanctuary, in terms of where you're going to feel safe, in terms of just getting fuck out of there. It's done. It's already done. Don't worry about the how, don't worry about the when, don't worry about the any of those things. Just put pedal to the metal, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just wait for things to fall into our lap. Do what needs to be done, just like we talked about. But it's already waiting for you. Where you're meant to be, where you're supposed to be, is already waiting for you. It's just about how quickly you want to get there, because it is done. It is manifested. No doubt, no worry. Don't even overthink anything and overcomplicate it. And, sometimes even when we think about the daunting of moving, something as simple as that, but that's not simple at all, right? We're like, oh, I gotta unpack, and then I have to unpack, and then we let this heaviness fall onto us, and that it makes us want to be complacent and comfortable. I've been saying this for the past 2 years as I've been channeling what's happening right now in terms of the Matrix. We have to get more comfortable being uncomfortable. Period. Shit is going to get worse before it gets better. Period. That's another download that I got, which I'll probably share at the end of this, but I'm going to do a video on it, because that was also so visual in the confirmation of it. And it was bittersweet. There's a lot of bittersweet happening right now. It's a lot. This is bittersweet, but the bitter is happening right now for you to get to the sweet. We got the Justice card at the top for collective coherence. That's also Oshun energy, because Oshun is karma. Justice is karma. Trust and believe. This energy is going to get what's theirs. Anybody and everyone that is doing is going to get what's theirs, good, bad, or ugly. So we just have to make sure that we are doing the good, so that we can receive the good, and that the way is going to be made, and have faith and gratitude and patience that the way has already been made. It's just about you again deciding, declaring, decreeing, and eliminating the doubt. And eliminating the doubt doesn't mean that there is no doubt. It means that when the doubt creeps up, that you know what you need to do and what needs to be done for you tangibly, to clear it out so that you can upward spiral. For you, what that thing is when the doubt creeps in is to remember how divinely protected you are, how in tune you are in regards to your intuition, and how quickly things and people reveal themselves. So yes, it is a bittersweet gift to have, but I'm sure you would take that over the ignorance is bliss any day. Ashe? Major confirmation. You just got to be out, and you will be, because again, it's already waiting for you. So it's just, again, how quickly you want to get there. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Delisa, you are up. And then Me the Great. Turquoise, what's up, sis? Done. Sis, done. Do you want a reading? Give me a check mark, green check mark in the comments if you'd like to tap into your it is done. Because, yeah, we're here tripping, talking about, when and how come and why and whether I'm staying so high vibrational. Why isn't it happening? It's happening. It's happening. It's just not happened because we do that. And then it just takes us a little, even if it's one step back, it's one step that we need to kind of redo again because we've allowed ourselves to go there. You know what I mean? All right. Delisa is here. Me the Great after that. Anybody else, please let me know. Green check mark in the comments for your it is done speed read. And let's see what is done for you that you need to stop tripping about and just have faith and gratitude and patience and stay in the now so that you can get it now. Stay in the now so you can get it now. Okay? We sure did. But it would be interesting to see what comes through with this frequency of what is done, sis. But all good. But we sure did tap all the way in for you. It is done, Me the Great. It is done, bro, for real. All right, Delisa. Okay, Turquoise, I see you, girl. I'm stopping for you. Okay, you on the list. Delisa, what is done? And again, beyond the getting the message of what is done, it's also the advice that you're going to receive to help keep you in the vibration, to make sure that you're not taking yourself more in the delay of the it is done. What to fall back on to snap you out of it, okay? Out of the doubt. So it's helpful in those moments while we're still waiting for this 3D to catch up to the 5D, to the 4D, to what is done, All right, tapping in for Delisa. We got to flip out. Oh, 2 cards. Let's do that again. Give thanks, Spirit. Tapping in for Delisa. Huh. See, this is exciting for me too, because y'all my peeps now. It's just like I was saying, it's an odd place to be when I do readings for people that I'm building friendships with now, because I know some more of your stuff. It's not just me channeling, you know what I mean? I know personal things. So when I see the cards and then know the things, I'm like, oh my God. So Delisa, 9 of Pentacles. So there's so many things. First of all, just generally, the 9 of Pentacles is one of the most abundant cards in the deck, particularly for divine feminine energy, because it's about self-sufficiency. It's about seeing things from a higher vantage point. It's about independence. It's about being able to do things on your own and not having to lean on anyone. Not that you don't want to, but that you don't have to. That is what is done for you. It is inevitable for you to be in a position where you are taking care of yourself and your girls. You don't have to worry. You don't have to lean on. You don't have to. It's a sovereignty energy. It's a self-sufficiency energy. And it is a goal of yours at the end of the day. It's not about not wanting or needing anyone else, but it's nice to not need anyone else. You know what I'm saying? It just in the general sense of not, again, I don't want to say it it's not good to need people, right? Of course, it's nice to need people, but it's nice to not need someone. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that you can do it on your own, that you're not waiting on anyone, that if they don't show up, you're not asked out. Why wouldn't we want to be in a position where we can take care of ourselves, that we don't have to wait on someone else to eat or to whatever. That's what's inevitable for you. That is part of the it is done. And that things are just kind of working, it's tweaking and this and that, and whatever the case is, for the 3D to catch up to the 5D. The 9 energy is so powerful because you're a mother of 3 girls. And the number of 3, the power of 3 energy is tripled here. So you have this energy here of like the power of 3 times 3. Okay? Confirming this energy. Your thing to fall back on whenever there is any question, any doubt of, when is this going to happen and is it going to happen and all of that stuff. You have that power of 3. You have those 3 girls as incredible motivation, as like inspiration, and the example that you want to set for them. I think of that for myself as well, because the way that like my experience happened when my marriage ended and having a 2-year-old and being a stay-at-home wife and mom when it happened, I literally was like, how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to do this? And I looked out the window where I was living at the time, and I saw this huge bird on the adjacent, I was on the 18th floor in a high rise at the time, and an adjacent neighbor's balcony, I saw this huge bird. And I was like, that can't be real. That can't be real. Like, it was just it was huge, like, and right vantage point. And then I was staring, and I thought maybe, so many people put these fake birds on their balconies to deter pigeons and stuff. And I was like, that's gotta be, that can't be real. And as I'm staring at this thing perfectly still, it was not moving, which is why I was doubting that it was real. And then it just turned and looked at me dead in my eye, turned its head and looked at me dead in my eyes. And then I was able to see its foliage and stuff better, and then was able to look into it, and it was a peregrine falcon. This is a falcon. It's about the higher vantage point. It's about seeing things from a different perspective and not worrying and not questioning and not doubting and not worrying about the how and just focusing on the what. And I went to the cards. I was already tapping into my cards at the time. And I said, what is the message of this peregrine falcon? Beyond looking at the animal totem and what that meant, this is the card that came out. And that day, despite the doubt, despite the how am I going to do this? I'm not even working. Like, how am I going to? I was just like, I'm gonna, because that's what Spirit told me, that I am going to figure it out. And that's what I held on to. You are going to figure it out. So the thing that you fall back on again is looking at the same way that I looked at my daughter, and I was like, I'm going to figure it out for her. Even if I don't figure it out for me, I got to figure it out. I ain't got no choice. You have 3. You have 3 reasons to figure it out, to be self-sufficient, to see things from a higher vantage point, to come into your infinite abundance and be able to take care of yourself and your girls, and to be the example. Because I could have gone a lot of different routes in terms of how I was left in that situation and the conditions and the abandonment and I said, from this message, from receiving what I received from Spirit, you don't need anything from him. You don't need anything. You good. You have your family, you have your daughter. You gonna be all right. You gonna be all right. And to this day, I am grateful that I did not need anything, because that's the example and that's the story that I get to tell. And that's what my daughter got to see, that everything that she did and everything that she got, it was me and my family that provided for her. And that it was like, he did what he did for her, there's no question. But in terms of what I was able to give was not from help from him. And I'm so grateful that she has that example. Your daughters are going to have that example in you, because mommy did, and mommy worked it out. And this is what mommy was able to do for us. So that's what you fall back on. Anytime there is that question and there is that doubt that creeps up on the how, what does life look like versus how it is right now, you decide what life looks like. And this is a visual example. And then you have a power of 3 for motivation and inspiration. You gave me a hot flash on that, girl. I hadn't had a hot flash for I don't think I had a hot flash for like the past 2 hours or 3. You gave me a hot flash. because that's hot. I love it. Meet a Great, you are up. Finally, it's your turn. Are you ready? You're welcome, sis. Very wow. Because this is, again, what we've been talking about. You know what I mean? Like, awesome. Awesome. Okay, Meet a Great is ready. And then Turquoise, you are next. Let me know if anybody else. Royal Alchemist, sis, let me know if you want a tap in on the It Is Done. I got you. You're always so generous, so I appreciate you. Let me know, and I got you, sis. Nobody even worry about it. Whatever love you got, I'll take it. No doubt. I appreciate you. But don't let it be a deterrent to get your message, okay? Word up. There she is. There she is. I got you, sis. You on the list. All right. Meet a Great. Let's tap in for you. It is done. What is done for you, bro? Thanks, Spirit. Two of Swords. You are going to make a decision. You are going to, first of all, Two of Swords is a question of a dilemma. Not really sure, got a choice to make, but you're kind of in two minds about it. Swords is about the minds, right? Things that you feel like you're not really seeing clearly or that you don't want to see clearly. The blindfold is about to come off. That's a choice that you're going to make so that you can see clearly. The X energy in this card in particular, I always tap into the energy of X marks the spot, reminding yourself that you are a treasure and that you get to decide what makes the most sense for you. In my book, one of my declarations is, if you don't know, the answer is no. And it is in alignment with there are no dilemmas, because we always know the answer at the end of the day. When we have a dilemma, it's usually because we're thinking about the obligation to someone else. If we remove any and everybody else from the equation, chances are we're going to know exactly what we want to do. Start there. Start there of knowing exactly what you want to do as if nobody else is involved, and then ask yourself why, who is causing you to not just stick with that answer that you have come to, that conclusion that you have come to. And then if there is responsibility, if there is sacrifice, if there is obligation, if there is something that is true to you, then you figure out what that looks like to find that in between. But if you realize that it's more important for you to be loyal to yourself, to prioritize yourself, to make sure that you are pouring where you're watered, that is valid. And you get to decide that, and you should. Again, you don't get to, because it's not, automatic, because it's all about you. But you should be at peace with that decision. So this idea, this choice, this decision, ultimately, that you want, that's done. Like, it is inevitable. It's just about, what are you putting yourself through to get there? What's the ups and the downs and all of the rounds, the labyrinth, the maze that you're putting yourself through blindfolded, on guard. Also, this crossover with the swords is also you blocking your heart chakra. You're blocking your emotions. You're preventing yourself from feeling something. And the feeling something is also potentially in terms of this choice that you're preventing yourself from experiencing. So you need to be honest with yourself. The only way that you can be honest with someone else is by being honest with yourself. So you have to remove the blindfold. In many ways, you have to put the dilemmas down, put everything down that you need to choose from, and let spirit lead you to what you want to pick back up. That's the answer. Whatever it is that you're putting down, and even that you're feeling a little hesitation to put down in the first place, that's the thing that you want to make sure that nobody else picks up, that you keep it, that's yours. So be honest with yourself on what that is. The thing for you that will help you fall back on, or what you should fall back on when you have those questions of doubt, is to think about whoever it is that's making you feel obligated or questioning this choice that you want to make. Would they do it for you? You need to ask yourself that straight up and answer that straight up. Would they be putting themselves and twisting themselves into a pretzel for you? Be honest, and then decide. Okay? Okay. Turquoise, you are up. And then roll the Alchemist. And that should be right on time for an 11:11 conclusion. Tomorrow I'm live with John the Seraphim at 2 p.m. We're doing our balanced energy evaluations. It's $11.11 for a tap in, but you're going to get that divine masculine, divine feminine perspective on your inquiries, on your intentions. It's very, very special. We debuted last week and it was awesome. So we'll be live again tomorrow at 2 p.m. So do hope that you guys join us and come through and get some messages on what it is that you're dealing with. All right? Some balanced perspective. All right, Turquoise. It is done. What is done? Two cards. Thanks, Spirit. Single cards. Tapping in for Turquoise. It's done. I got the card and I'm putting it on the table, but my fan is on right in front of me. So every time I put it on, it's flying off the table, and I put it on and it flies off the table. It did like that like 3 times. So that's interesting because it's very much part of the message in terms of this wind of change that is blowing and coming through and confirming for you the eyes on you. This is for Turquoise. This is for Turquoise, your nexus. So on point with everything that was coming through in your reading. The Page of Swords ultimately is like, in some ways I refer to it kind of like stalking energy in terms of just visuals, people on you. It's an energetic thing, not always a tangible thing. So without going too much into, again, I have to be careful when like I know your, personal things or whatever, confirming the it's dual, right? It's a you see I'm like censoring myself trying to like put your shit out there, but eyes on you, your eyes on them, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really that tangible with the dreamscape, with the energetic bonds, with the confirmations. It's very, very confirming that the questions that, again, have just continuously been confirmed every time we tap in is just coming here through in terms of what is done. This dynamic, this relationship, this union, and the not to say tangible yet, but just the concept that we're tapping into is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. The remote viewing is what it is. The astral projection is what it is. The I see you energy, that they see you, that you see them energy, like it is what it is. The voyeurism is a thing, very much indicative of the Page of Swords. The thought process as you're processing things, as you're, telling the narratives and things like that of what's coming through, believe what you receive. Believe what you receive. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold too tight to anything. I always think of this energy when they say take it with a grain of salt. When I think of that, take it with a grain of salt, I receive that as catharsis of completely like not even receiving it at all, in a sense, just detaching, being like, oh, okay. And then next, oh, okay. And then next, and back to your business, because this energy can also inundate you. It can overpower you. It can, you know what I mean? Like be too intense, too emotional, as you've experienced, right? This energy of feeling like you're spiraling sometimes emotionally. You want to make sure that you are keeping your sovereignty despite the intensity of this connection, okay? Because it can completely take you over, take you out, and that's definitely not what you want. It is what it is. Let it be what it is until it evolves into what it's supposed to be, okay? And just stay in that. For you, like the fallback, the lean back in is focusing on you. The energy of the look, of the stare, of the focus, bring it back to you. Sure, be there and you're doing the thing, all of the things and the magic and the woo and the, and then come back to Earth and come back to you. He is cute, right? Hi, Leo. Right? Come back to you. Just let it be all of the things and then come back to you. Like you really have to have this energy of being able to shut it on and shut it off and shut it on like a switch. Lights on, lights off. Have that. You need to have that kind of power over this because it is so intense that it can definitely have power over you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Eyes on me literally after the eye emoji. Seriously, girl. Let it be, Leo. How are you, honey? Tomorrow, reminder, John the Seraphim and I go live for some balanced energy evaluations, divine masculine, divine feminine joining forces for your inquiries and your intentions. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and hang with us. 11:11 is the offering, the energy exchange for a tap-in, but we go pretty in depth. We bounce back and forth. I'll use some cards. I'll just be channeling. He'll be channeling. He's a very, very powerful mystic. So we're gonna join. We've been joining forces, and it should be fun. On point. On point as always. Girl. All right, Real Alchemist, you are up. You ready? Are you ready? For the it is done. You ready? Are you ready? For the it is done. Because y'all, it is done. It is done. Okay? Like sometimes, like it's so done, you gotta be ready. Like sometimes the delay is actually for you. The delay sometimes is for you. Spirit be like, yo, what I got for you is more than what you're asking for. It is always more than we are asking for. Do you get it? It is always more than we are asking for. So we got to make sure that we are ready. So sometimes we got to give thanks for the delay. Sometimes we got to give thanks for the wait. Because listen, it's always more. It's always more. Ashe. Orisha Tomi, welcome. Thank you for joining. Collective for Wednesday dual readings, or is it all personal? We do a collective, similar energy. We'll do a collective, just to kind of tap into the energy, what's happening, and then we go into individuals. For tomorrow, 2 p.m. Yep. And we may be in and out, you know what I mean? Because if, let's say, nobody signs up for a reading, then we'll just, be tapping through in a general sense in regards to, some of the frequencies that we're feeling in that moment, in the space, etc. So, Marquise, welcome. All right, Real Alchemist, you're ready, right? I just want to make sure before I tap in. Let me know if you're still here and ready. And then I will be live tomorrow, and I will be announcing tomorrow night a new offering, virtual, that I will be creating the space, the platform for. So naturally, I want to share it live first, invite whoever is here live. So at 10 p.m., I will be announcing and sharing about that. And then I'm going to share through the email list and then start posting on Thursday. So we're doing a thing. Y'all have been asking. We got to get together again. You're missing the vibe tribes and all of the things. This is a whole next level of it. And I'm so grateful that Spirit is using me to create this platform for us. So come back tomorrow so you get be the first to know. 2 o'clock tomorrow with John, but then at 10 o'clock is when I'm going to be announcing this platform that Spirit and I have put together for us. And it's 11:11. Mwah. Give thanks. Love y'all. 11:11. All right, Real Alchemist happening. It is done. What is done for you is 11:11. And the Queen of Pentacles. You ain't got to worry about nothing. I mean, none of us need to worry about nothing. But the things that often inundate us, and the thing that had me all jacked up today is this. the concern of not having the resources and the money and the this and the home and the stability and all of the stuff. And I'm here planting all these seeds that are coming to fruition. And Spirit's like, what are you worried about? Are you kidding me right now? You put 1,000,000 seeds in the ground and they're sprouting and you're going to be eating what you planted. What are you worried about? What are you worried about? What are you worried about? The thing that no. Spirit's like, no, you're not doing that. Queen of Pentacles energy, Earthbender energy, resources, finances, Venus vibrations, financials, as well as love. So whatever you feel is not happening, first of all, the love and the money stuff is intertwined because it's Venus vibration, it's Venus frequency. So when our money's a little bit fucked up, then the love life is sometimes a little fucked up, and vice versa. The love is a little bit, then the money sometimes a little bit. It's usually like a hand-in-hand kind of thing. You don't want to focus on anything one over the other because it comes into, and ultimately it's about you. You to fall back on when you're concerned about money, when you're worried about if it's when a bill comes in and that thing that twists up the stomach, again, that shit that had me twist up today. Sit on your throne. Remind yourself that you are a queen. Remind yourself that Spirit has never let you down. Why would it start now? Why would it start now? Like, again, the message of me getting the it is done is the same message that you're receiving right now. Spirit said, look at all that you've done and what you do. It is done. It is done. What are you talking about right now? Look at everything you've put into this, that you've put into you. How could it possibly be that it doesn't come into fruition? How? You are the seed, and you have been watering you, and you have been giving yourself the sun, and you have been pouring where you're watered, and you have been. You have been. That's escrow. You think that just went nowhere? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible for it not to come to fruition. The only way that it's not possible is, again, the doubt. That, and if anything, it doesn't even make it impossible. It's just that it delays it. So it's, again, just that question of, how good do you want it? This energy of the white rabbit is that Alice in Wonderland. I'm late. You think you're late. You think you're late on certain things. Why hasn't it happened yet? I'm getting too old. All of the things that society and the matrix puts into our head that makes us feel like we're getting that it's too late. Spirit's like, you're right on time. You are right on time. And if anything, the longer it takes, the more it makes. I remember one morning I woke up to that. Spirit was like, the longer it takes, the more it makes. Like, what are you even worrying about? Like, listen, it is retroactive. Do you hear me? Everything that is yours, you are getting from everything that you've put in, that you've ever put in. Every prayer, every manifestation, every ebo, every ritual, every bay leaf that you burned, every single thing you are going to get back. It is done. It is yours. Put yourself on that throne when you are, and honestly, in those moments, when you feel this, like, find a favorite chair. If you need to get one, or if you have one in your house, choose your favorite chair or your favorite spot in the house. Align it with a throne. Connect to it as if it is your throne. It could be your toilet, because they call that a throne, right? Wherever you feel that this is the place that you are going to feel is your throne. In that moment of worried, you sit in that place. You close your eyes and just visualize exactly who you are, the version and the vision. Sit tall. You're going to feel it automatically. Your spine is going to get erect. Your shoulders are going to go back. Your chin's going to get a little bit higher. You're going to remember that you got to keep that head high to keep the crown on. Done and done. That's what you need to do in those moments to snap yourself out of the come back to you and remind yourself, Queen of Pentacles, everything you plant is going to grow. Period. And keep planting. And just keep planting. Get off the throne now. Okay, you're good? You're good? You're good? Great. We'll plant more seeds. More growth. Ashayo. I think that's it. Unless anybody else is here that wants to tap in. You're welcome, sister. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Confirmation. I do think I'm late. Oh my God, you're not. not. You're not. And when it comes, you're going to be like, this is why it had to come now, only now. Because again, we're gaining so much wisdom in the moment. There's so much that we're gaining through all of this. And the hardship and all of that is credibility. It's approachability. Like for the work that we do, who wants to come to somebody that's never been through some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, no, you can't tell me about what I'm dealing with if you've never dealt with anything. So this is part of the dealing with. And just think about the story. Think about the story. Tell your story. Think about your narrative of everything that you've done to get to where you're going to be, and the platform that you're going to be able to have to say, like, I could have given up. Look at how long it took. It's never too late. We get to tell that story credibly, that it can happen at any point. And then it happens, and then it's done. Ashe. That's it, y'all. Thank you. Good vibes tonight. Oh my goodness. It is done. And a reminder as well, I always forget to say that if anybody that didn't get a reading wants to tap in or go in deeper in regards to the theme, then definitely touch base. You guys will always get the special. You know what I'm saying? Like, no question. So definitely tap in and let me know. 11:11 is for the speed read, but if you do want to tap in, it'll be a little bit longer, and I'll still give you that 11:11 discount for Vibe Tribe and for, tapping into the lives and stuff. So always there. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Welcome. Bio, y'all. Bio, BYIO. I'm telling y'all. Night. Oh, you're still here, Delisa. Awesome. It is done. It is done, Royal. So done. Leo, mwah. Night, guys. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, John and I are going to be live doing our balanced energy evaluations. And then at 10 p.m., I will be here, as always, live. So let's tune in, tap in. And then again, reminder that tomorrow at 10, I will be announcing a new platform that I am actually going to be sharing with you all. That's going to be off the TikTok, where we can engage and stuff again, because y'all have been saying you're missing my Zooms and stuff. Hi, Keith! Oh, thank you, honey. Right on time. If you can tune in tomorrow at 10, whoever's here at 10 gets the heads up. And the first information, the first message, the first, invitation, I should say. The first invitation for this new virtual village. It's a virtual village. I'll give you a little sneak peek and just tell y'all. The virtual village is going to be debuting soon, and I'm going to be letting you guys know a little bit about it tomorrow live, and then I'll be posting about it on Thursday. So you'll be the first to know if you're here tomorrow at 10 p.m. and we're going to talk about it, and it's really, really special, and I'm super excited. It's very ambitious in some ways, but like not at all at the same time. It's really quite interesting, but I'm receiving what Spirit's telling me to do. Just got to be obedient. So hi to you, Keish. So I'll see you guys. Oh, that's right. Tomorrow's your birthday. Happy birthday to Keish. Happy birthday to Keish. Y'all, whoever's here, give me some birthday emojis for Keish. It's her birthday tomorrow. It's your birthday tomorrow. I hear you. No worries. You celebrate your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. Happy birthday, Keish. I love that. I'll message you tomorrow and send you happy birthdays again. Fireworks for Keish. Ashe, turquoise. Pew, 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 pew. Thanks, Courtney. Word up. You're welcome. Awesome. So yes, and you'll also get, I'll obviously DM you and stuff like that, but I'll just be announcing it first and foremost during the live tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you. It's done, guys. Like all of the things, just know in whatever day, just don't do it to yourself. I did it to myself today. I was doing it to myself today. And Spirit's like, are you kidding me right now? Do you realize what you have done and what you're doing? It's done. Focus. Snap out of it. You hear my divine child pretending to be human. Stop. All right. I love you guys. Mwah. Yes, I'm welcome. Anytime, all the time. Appreciate you guys. Well, I'm announcing it tomorrow. I'm debuting. It's going to debut technically. I won't say when I'm going to debut. I'm saying where I'm going to debut tomorrow, though. I'm going to let you guys know the deets tomorrow. So tomorrow's the heads up about the launch. So you get first details, information, VIP information tomorrow. So I'll share that tomorrow. And then I'll post on Thursday. But you guys are going to know before it's posted if you're here. So, okay.